All right, so I'm going to talk about one of my favorite features in Microsoft Excel, and it's called the AutoFill. And I'm amazed at how many people don't use this. So every time you select a cell or a range of cells, the bottom right-hand corner is going to have that little black nub. It's just a little handle. And it actually does a lot of stuff for us. So like if I put in first quarter, okay, boom. Once I have that in there, if I grab this, notice my pointer changes to a black plus, and if I drag it across, it automatically says, oh, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. And what's also cool about this is since it knows that a quarter only contains 4 options, it'll just, if I keep dragging, it just says, oh, I'll repeat it, first, second, third, whatever, right? The other thing that is really neat about this is that it's actually pretty smart. So if I just say Q1, which a lot of people use as quarter 1, it understands that as well. I can also say first QTR. And I don't even have to be outside of the cell. I don't have to post it. I can just go ahead and grab it and go. What's also neat about this is that I can also do January. And if I drag this, February, March, April, May, blah, blah, blah. I can also do abbreviations. So if I just say Jan, and I do this, notice that as I'm dragging this across my tooltip down below, it shows July, August, September, and it just keeps on trucking. Now, the other thing I can do is I can say, I want to put in only even numbers. So I can say 2 and 4. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. 2, 4, and it gives it a pattern, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so forth. And I can also do odd numbers, so 1 and 3. Highlight those, and it says, oh, I think I know what you're talking about, and it's doing all odd numbers. I can also just put in the number 1. And as I drag it, notice it automatically just says, oh, I'm just going to repeat this. So if I want to make it so that it automatically increments, if I hold my control key down, now it increments the way I wanted it to. Okay. Now the other thing I can do is if I did want the 23 right here, and I wanted to have it go down so it sees that I'm working with a table, I could take this and double click and it'll automatically copy that down. I can also take just a formula. I could say, hey, you know what? I want this. It equals that times 2. And if I double click, it'll automatically take it in there and it'll say, okay, I know what you're talking about. And it just repeats this formula. Notice that it repeats the formula all the way down. And so if you have this, you can do a lot of really cool things with it. Now, when it comes time for you to start doing, maybe you have people who you use all the time. So what I can do is, let's say that I have Toodles, Lisa, Pamela, Scott, Wes, Connor, and Jim. All right. And I want to use this as my own table. What I can do is I can type that in there one time and I can highlight it. And then if I go over here to File, go to my more options, go to Advanced, scroll all the way down. It's kind of hard to find, but once you figure this out, you go all the way down here and you say Edit Custom List. And since I have that already highlighted, I can say I'd like to import that, and it automatically puts this in here. I could also just add it in. I could use this add feature and I could just add this up. But now what this will do for me is when if I go in here and I say, oh, I have Lisa, I can drag this and it'll automatically add those people's names in there, and it'll just keep repeating and do whatever. So this is great if you work with a set number of products, or you have a set number of people who you're always working with and you want to use this. You could do this all day long. Now, what's really cool about this is that this makes data entry or creating sample data extremely easy. And I have another video that shows you how you can quickly make a table using a table of data using this feature, using the AutoFill. So I highly recommend you start getting the habit of using this. Remember that it's not only just for values, but it's also for formulas and whatever. You can make your own. It's the best of both worlds. Enjoy.